Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel, My Reflections on Science. Today, we are going to deal with a very interesting topic that is life cycle of angiosperm. And in this topic, we are basically going to discuss about all those events which are taking place during sexual reproduction in an angiosperm. So, first of all, we should understand what is flowering plant or what is angiosperm. Angiosperm is basically the complex phylum of the phylum, or we can say division of the plant kingdom, which consists of flowering plants. Means the reproductive structure of these kind of plants are flowers. As we all know that flowers are the reproductive part of the plant, so obviously it will be containing male and female part. But we have to start any life cycle first of all from the seed. So what are the seed? Seeds are containing the live embryo which on germination forms vegetative plant. Plant will remain vegetative for certain period of time, but once it is developing a flower, it is considered as a mature plant. Mature because this flower is consisting of its reproductive parts, and these reproductive parts of the plant are, as we all know, the male part is called as stamen and the female part is called as carpel. Now let's discuss on the male part. The male part of the flower is basically termed as a stamen, but scientifically it is called as microsporophyll. Now, this microsporophyll consists of these two lobe-like structures, which is called as anther. It is visible too, but actually in a Dithecus anther, we are basically having the four lobes, which we will discuss in detail later on. Now, these lobes or anthers are called as microsporangia. So, in a Dithecus anther, we are having four microsporangia, whereas in Monothecus anther, we are having just two sporangia, two microsporangia. Now, this is the structure where microsporogenesis takes place. The process of formation of microspores in microsporangia is basically termed as what? Microsporogenesis. So, at the end of microsporogenesis, the product we are getting in the form of the microspores, and which are multiple in number, or you can say sometimes we can say it is infinite in number because we will not be able to count the number of pollen grains which are scientifically called as microspores. Now, these microspores should develop the male gametes. So, we need the next process which is called as the development of the male gametophyte. Why is it so? Because usually the pollen grains are having a single haploid nucleus, but we need two male gametes in them. For that reason, there should be development of male gametophyte, which ultimately produces three-celled stage of the pollen grains. So in some of the cases, these pollen grains are dispersed or pollinated at two-celled stage, whereas in others it is pollinated at three-celled stage. At this three-celled stage, each pollen grain consists of one tube nucleus and two male gametes. Thus, here we are finishing with the microsporogenesis. Now, when we discuss about the female part of the plant, as you can see this side, this female part of the plant is called as carpel, or this is also called as pistil. This pistil is basically consisting of three parts, as we all know, the ovary, the style, and the stigma. So, this basic part, which is called as ovary. Inside the ovary, a structure is present which later on is converted to seed. This is called as ovule. Now, this ovule is scientifically called as megasporangium. So, here we can see the whole carpel is called as megasporophyll. That means this complete structure which I have drawn is the megasporophyll, and the ovule which is present inside is called as megasporangia. Now, inside megasporangium, there should be development of megaspores. So, the process of formation of megaspores in megasporangium or ovule is termed as basically megasporogenesis. As we all know, after reduction, division, or meiosis, what is the meaning of megasporogenesis here? Megasporogenesis means there is a process of reduction division. Same as in the case of microsporogenesis, here also we can say microsporogenesis means reduction division. So after reduction division, it always produces 4 haploid gametes. So here 4 megaspores are produced in case of megasporogenesis, out of which 3 will degenerate, it will die, it will be dissolved, whereas only 1 remain functional. So these 3 which are degenerated will be of no use now, but the functional one will be developing into a very complicated structure that is called as embryo sac. So here we can see that now this single haploid megaspore will be developing into what? Will be developing into a female gametophyte. Now, this female gametophyte is actually a 7-celled and 8 nucleated structure in which the 2 most important cells I have mentioned here. First is egg cell and second is 2 polar nuclei, which will be ultimately making the secondary nucleus. So as a result of development of female gametophyte, at the end of the process, we are basically getting the 2 polar nuclei and 1 egg cell, which after pollination and fertilization, which is called as double fertilization, will be developing the final product of the sexual reproduction, which is called as zygote. So we all know that we all have started our life from the zygote. Now this zygote after embryogenesis will be making the embryo, and this embryo is present inside the seed. So as you can see, we started with the seed and again ending up with the seed. That means this full life cycle is starting with the seed. There will be development of male and female reproductive parts in the respective reproductive structures of the flower, where male and female gametes are produced. These gametes are getting pollinated, and after pollination, at the end of the process, what we will get? We will get the embryo, and this embryo will ultimately be ready to give rise the next generation or the new plant. This way, in this small video, I tried to give you the complete information of the sexual reproductions in flowering plant, where we will be discussing each and every topic in detail in the upcoming classes. Hope you liked this video. Thank you. Please give me your comments about this. What could be better in this and what are your expectations? Thank you so much.